Lahat ng drama, tawanan, balita at all-time favorite music hits. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang inyong kasama. We're the place where you truly belong. Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
All right. Hello, and welcome to Asphere's Cafe. Today is Tuesday, January 7, 2025. So yes, we have a lot to cover right here on Asphere's Cafe, especially the ongoing CES coverage provided by The Verge and other respective tech outlets right here. So yeah. Before we begin, unfortunately, Dreamcar is not with us tonight, so that's fine. But don't fret, I think he will be back. I think he will be joining us later. But anyways, yeah, we have a lot to cover, especially since you know CES is happening right now. So yeah, we're gonna have to cover. I'm not that we're gonna have to about. I mean, we have a lot to cover actually, like from graphics card like Nvidia, AMD. And even more, because we're going to be focusing on the newly unveiled Nvidia graphics card, and I believe it's the RTX 5080 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're gonna have to discuss that as well. All right, let's begin, shall we? All right, so let me get my screen share right now. Let me just close all of my browsers here. Okay, so if we go here. There it is. Okay, so I will show you. I can show you this one here. So let's go to The Verge for the latest CES coverage. There it is. So this is what we're going to be talking about right now, and that is the newest graphic card lineup from Nvidia. That is the RTX 5090 and 5080, which both of them are RTX. So here we go, and here it is, and they have the video itself, which I believe this is the unveiling, unveiling video of the said graphic cards. But before we can show you this, we will be reading throughout the rest of the articles. Okay, so one moment, as we're going to be preparing that here. So yeah, give me one moment. Alright, so let's begin with our first tech headlines for this evening, and that is part of CES. Nvidia is officially announcing its RTX 50 series GPUs today. After months of leaks and rumors, the next generation RTX Blackwell GPUs are now official, and there are 4 of them on the way. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang revealed the RTX 50 series GPUs during our CES keynote this evening, announcing a $1,999 RTX 5090, a $999 RTX 5080, a $749 RTX 5070 Ti, and a $549 RTX 5070, which is the cheapest price for the RTX 50 series, which is 5070. Nvidia's new RTX 5090 and RTX 5080 GPUs will both be available on January 30, which is at the end of the month, with the RTX 5070 Ti and RTX 5070 to follow in February, with no exact date given for now. But it's as we can tell, it will be released at the lowest tiered models, which are the RTX 5070 Ti and RTX 5070, will be followed in February. The RTX 50 series GPUs include a new design for the Founders Edition with just 2 double flow through fans, a 3D vapor chamber, and GDDR7 memory. All of the RTX 50 series cards are PCIe Gen 5 and include DisplayPort 2.1b connectors to drive displays up to 8K and 165Hz. Surprisingly, the RTX 5090 Founders Edition will be a 2-slot GPU and will be capable of fitting inside small form factor PCs, a big departure from the size of the RTX 4090. The RTX 5090 has 32GB of GDDR7, a memory bandwidth of 1792GB per second, and a massive 21,760 CUDA cores. This all adds up to a GPU that NVIDIA says will be 2 times faster than the RTX 4090 thanks to DLSS4 and the Blackwell architecture. But it will come at a cost of power consumption, as NVIDIA says the RTX 5090 will have a total graphics power of 575 watts and a recommended PSU requirement of 1000 watts. That's 125 watts more than the RTX 4090, but hopefully the RTX 5090 will be a lot more power efficient so that you will rarely be using the full 575 watts. And here there's a comparison video between the RTX 5090 and RTX 4090, which we will show it off later on how it performs. NVIDIA demonstrated Cyberpunk 2077 running on an RTX 5090 with DLSS4 at 238 frames per second compared to 106 frames per second on an RTX 4090 with DLSS 3.5. Both GPUs are running the game with full ray tracing enabled. The RTX 5080 is designed to be twice as fast as the RTX 4080 and will include 16GB of GDDR7 memory, a memory bandwidth of 960GB per second, and 10,752 CUDA cores. The RTX 5080 will have a total graphics power of 360 watts, and NVIDIA is recommending an 850 watt power supply. NVIDIA is promising big performance gains with the RTX 5080 over the previous RTX 4080 model as a result of these specs. And you can tell already of the bar comparison. Here's the 5090 with the performance chart, and here's the 5080 chart. On the other hand, NVIDIA is also launching an RTX 5070 Ti and RTX 5070. The RTX 5070 Ti includes 16GB of GDDR7 memory, a memory bandwidth of 896GB per second, and 8960 CUDA cores. The RTX 5070 has 12GB of GDDR7, a memory bandwidth of 670GB per second, and 6144 CUDA cores. The RTX 5070 Ti will have a total graphics power of 300 watts and required a 750 watt PSU, while the RTX 5070 has a total graphics power of 250 watts and only needs a 650 watt PSU or power supply unit. NVIDIA says the RTX 5070 Ti will be 2 times faster than the RTX 4070 Ti, and the RTX 5070 should be twice as fast as the RTX 4070. Huang even claimed on stage at CES that the RTX 5070 will deliver RTX 4090 performance at $549, but this will undoubtedly be because of DLSS4 improvements and not pure rasterization performance. NVIDIA is also bringing its RTX 50 series to laptops, with the RTX 5090 laptop GPU debuting with 34GB of GDDR7 memory. The RTX 5080 laptop GPU will ship with 16GB of GDDR7 memory, the RTX 5070 Ti with 12GB of GDDR7 memory, and the RTX 5070 with just 8GB of GDDR7 memory. RTX 50 series laptops will be available starting in March from a variety of PC makers. Oh yeah, look at that. Huang demonstrated NVIDIA's RTX Blackwell GPUs with a real-time rendering demo at the beginning of the company's CES keynote today. The demo also included new RTX neutral materials, RTX neutral faces, text to animation, and even DLSS4. The new generation of DLSS can generate beyond frames. It can predict the future, says Huang. We use GeForce to enable AI, and now AI is revolutionizing GeForce. NVIDIA's new RTX neutral shaders can be used to compress textures in games, while RTX neutral faces aim to improve face quality using generative AI. The next generation of DLSS includes multi-frame generation, which generates up to 3 additional frames per traditional frame, and can multiply frame rates by up to 8 times over traditional rendering according to NVIDIA. So you can see how their how their 50 series GPUs look like. Isn't that nice, you know? I have to say the design looks nice. Yes, it looks nice. DLSS4 also includes a real-time application of transformers to improve image quality, reduce ghosting, and add higher detail in motion. The DLSS4 upgrade will even work on existing RTX GPUs as features have been upgraded to the new Transformer AI models. NVIDIA's RTX 50 series announcement comes more than 2 years after the RTX 4090 and RTX 4080 were announced based on NVIDIA's Alda Lovelace architecture. NVIDIA's RTX 40 series of GPUs focus on improving ray tracing with deep learning supersampling, or DLSS in short, version 3, and the RTX 4090 delivers some truly impressive performance gains over the previous RTX 3090 GPU. Yeah, what a massive improvements from what I am reading and seeing the charts here. What a massive improvements. Alright, so before we read the comments from the Verge commenters, we will be showing you the unveiling video from NVIDIA on how it looks in action. Excuse me, I'm still looking for the file here. Alright, here's the video. I think it should be good to go. Alright, so here it is, the unveiling video of the RTX 50 series GPUs. Let's roll this one. That was the unveiling video of the RTX 50 series GPUs. Apologies for the lag that we just encountered in the stream. I have no control over that, but overall, I have to say that it looks really cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. If you ask me, it looks pretty cool. All right, so now let's read the comments. Let's read the comments from what they had to say about this one. Let's read it now, shall we? Let's see what they had to say about this one. Alright, so no feature comments, that's fine. So here are the comments. We're gonna read the ones that interest me here. Dr. Prada said, very interesting to see actual numbers and some teardowns. The last time we got performance gains from NVIDIA, they were a little extra high for what we got in actual, and another time it was just what we got with the LSS on, but they didn't make that clear. So gonna need some hands on these cards. My only complaint would be the lowish VRAM. It's not a big deal, but for VR power user, more VRAM is better since DLSS and a lot of NVIDIA's feature sets just don't do anything for VR. Yeah. I see what you are referring to. Very interesting. Thank you. YS Lee said, for some of the cards, I think they're actually cheaper than the 4000 series. The 5080 and 5070 are lower, right? And then Ivan replied to this comment, yes, actually 5080, 5070 Ti, and 5070 have lower MSRPs than 4080, 4070 Ti, and 4070 respectively. This is if we ignore the naming shenanigans that NVIDIA tried to pull off before they changed it before release. However, MSRP prices for GPUs are almost useless as it's very rare to find a card that meets that price at the time of the release. At this point, MSRP prices are just a marketing tool. Actual retail price is what matters. Yeah, very interesting. Another interesting take here. Now, this some random user said, now can this fit my case is the question. Very good question. A very good question. Vava MK2 said that 5080 price is very pretty good actually. Have a 40 Ti, have a 40 Ti. This is unnecessary tempting. Real. And IBNT2 said, I can't believe I am about to spend $2,000 on a video card. Referring to 5090 of course. Man, again, very tempting as they say, very tempting, especially with the massive performance gains. Yes, it's a very tempting. And oh boy, we have more to cover, especially with the XPS. So it looks like it is the end of an era for the XPS. We will be covering that later for now. But yeah, end of an era for the XPS. But yeah, back to what I'm talking about here. Of course, I cannot believe that Nvidia has stepped up the game so far this year. So yeah, props to Nvidia for doing the best for the gamers and content creators out there. Very good, very good, very good. Alright, it is now 6:47 p.m. as we will get into more CES news on Asphere's Cafe, provided by reliable tech sources such as The Verge, GSM Arena, and other respective tech outlets right here. Again, we will be right back as we will have more CES coverage right here on Asphere's Cafe.
This program was brought to you by TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan, and TVH, the home of entertainment. Tutok na sa TVH, available in high definition via Delsat TV. Bisitahin ang youtube.com/@TVHNetworkPH para sa inyong paboritong mga highlights at live shows. Something better. Definitely closer. Worship is a lifestyle. This January 18, 10 a.m. You're listening to Cool FM.
Number one sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa.
Going shopping, so many fits to choose. New look, just dab it, just dab it, shop all out, just dab it, just dab it. Enjoy vacation, just dab it, just even go all out, just dab it, just dab it. Chill out, just dab it, just dab it. Wanna party, wanna dine out, wanna dab it, just dab it. Vibe out, just dab it, just dab it. Live it up with dab it. Hang with BDO with dab it.
BDO is regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
May bagong energy na! Pinakabago, pinakamainam na Enervon Z+. Pinalakas ng zinc, vitamin C, vitamins B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 12, at vitamin E. Pinakabago, pinakamainam na Enervon. Hey! Enervon Z+.
Unilab yan.
Multivitamins plus zinc is the generic name of Enervon Z+. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Holiday reminder from GCash. Presyong ukay pero branded and brand new? Baka fake online store yan. 90% off ang item pero bayad agad? Baka fake seller yan. Send pamasko to unknown number? Baka social engineering scam yan. Mag-Send Money Protect Scam Insurance for extra protection against scams kaysa hindi insured. Terms and conditions apply. Lahat merry pag G-Safe tayo. Send Money Protect Scam Insurance is powered by Chubb, supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Mamadaming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mamadaming time, Champion Detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na! Playtime with bunso kasi may champion na. Present lagi sa school pag champion sa laba. Gumimik with ate dahil may champion na. Lambingan with happy, champion ako dyan. Kung gustong mag-shopping, dapat mag-champion ka. Mag-movie marathon, mabilis lang maglaba. Kung gusto nyong mag-swimming, tara mag-champion na. Lahat ng gusto nyo, technology ang champion. Family bonding ng priority ko. Salamat sa champion! Champion na! Mamadaming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mamadaming time. Champion detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na!
Petron Gasul, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasul, kasaligan sa kusina, sakto sa timbang. Tung sa True Blue Flame, grabe yun kasulit, gold quality standard, dilig yun ka maipit. Petron Gasul, maugoy kasaligan, daghang sunod, pero di yun matukngan. Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul, Petron Gasolista, Petron Gasul.
Dito na tayo sa Joray, kung saan lahat ay okay. Sa Joray, lahat ito ay super mura, lahat pang mapaganda dito sa Joray. Napatunayan na ng bayan, wala nang ang iba. Quality shopping ang aming dala. Mapapa-Joray talaga kayo, ang supermarket namin ay Joray. Joray Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia.
Problema sa prostate? Ikonsulta sa doktor yan at tumumar ng Markup Capsule Food Supplement araw-araw sapagkat nagtataglay ito ng Sopalmeto Extra na ayon sa mga eksperto ng Sopalmeto ay nakatutulong sa problema ng prostate ng kalalakihan. Kaya mag-Markup Capsule Food Supplement araw-araw para always kang ready.
Excellent health, excellent life. EXL Makabuhay Plus.
Mas murang alternatibo sa makabuhay? Bakit ka maniniwala sa ibang brands? Kaya nga mura, kasi kulang. Huwag tipirin ang iyong kalusugan. EXL Coffee Mix, gawa sa native purple corn, arabica, spirulina, ginseng, ginger, turmeric, ganoderma, mangosteen, malunggay, cinnamon, guava, at rosehip. Tiyak na vegan, gluten-free, at low in caffeine pa. Plus insulin plant na tumutulong magpababa ng mataas na blood sugar level. Siguradong healthy ka with EXL Coffee Mix. EXL Coffee Mix, the non-acidic coffee. Iwas asim sa sikmura at iwas heart palpitation. For a better and healthier you, switch to EXL Makabuhay Plus. Sa EXL Makabuhay, dagdag buhay.
Madalas mapasok kapag niluluto para sa pamilya? Basta may paso o burn, United Home Burn Ointment agad.
Unilab yan.
Benzocaine, boric acid, and eucalyptus is the generic name of United Home Burn. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ang kanlungan noon ni Tandang Sora para sa libu-libong katipunero ay isang ganap na lugar ng mga bayani ng ating buhay. Kasama mo ang himlayang Pilipino, laging handa baunin ang alaala ng iyong mga mahal sa buhay. Ang himlayang Pilipino ay naghahatid ng mga affordable na libingan hanggang sa mas magagarang mga mausoleo para sa mga pribadong pagdidilay. Bukas din ang tahanan ng alaala para sa iyong pangangailangang pagpupugay mula sa chapel rentals hanggang sa cremation. Para sa mga karagdagang impormasyon, maaari kayong tumawag o mag-text sa 0968-896-4850. Pumunta sa himlayangpilipino.org o sa aming Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated, at Instagram, HPI Memorial Park.
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It is now 6:56. It is now 6:56 p.m. Oh man, why do I keep mixing up the words? Anyways, let's continue with our CES coverage right here on Asphere's Cafe. All right, so let's get into the Dell, because I have heard that Dell is killing the XPS brand. Womp womp. I wonder why, because I mean the industry is changing nowadays. So yeah, we will be getting into another round of CES headlines as to especially with this one, as to why Dell is killing the XPS brand. Let's begin. The tech industry's relentless march toward labeling everything Plus, Pro, and Max soldiers on, with Dell now taking the naming scheme to battling new levels of confusion. The PC maker announced at CES 2025 that it's cutting names like XPS, Inspiron, Latitude, Precision, and Optiplex from its new laptops, desktops, and monitors, and replacing them with three main product lines, with just Dell, Dell Pro, and Dell Pro Max. Yeah, the naming scheme is very Apple if you ask me. Dell is taking it further by also adding a bit of auto industry parlance with three sub-tiers: Base, Plus, and Premium. Yeah, very Dell, huh? Very Dell moments. That yields new products like the freshly announced Dell Plus 32-inch 4K QD OLED monitor and Dell Pro Premium laptops. In the future, it means we can also expect product names like Dell Pro Max Plus, since a lot of like the Dell Dell Pro Premium comes in two sizes, with 30-inch and 14-inch. Their proper full names are Dell Pro 13 Premium and Dell Pro 14 Premium. The spiritual successors to outgoing Dell Latitude laptops. Dell's XPS, which has been a prominent name in premium laptops for years, is being replaced by new Dell Premium models. So they're part of the base tier Dell line at the premium sub-tier. Well, this is a substantial brand restructuring for one of the world's biggest PC manufacturers. Dell isn't tossing the old names out all at once. Existing products already launched under XPS, Precision, and other retirement brands will continue on as they are. But once they're discontinued, they will only be replaced by whatever MATLAB's corrosion of Plus, Premium, Pro, and Pro Max Dell has lined up for them. Yeah, if you ask me, very confusing naming scheme. Again, very confusing. Like, I don't get it why they had to do this, but I understand their decision to simplify everything to make it simplify and make it simple. But for me, the namings are very confusing, and it feels like similarity to Apple too. Until Dell's lines are fully turned over, there may be even more confusion when, for example, customers are cross-shopping current XPS laptops with Dell and Dell Premium ones, or when businesses have to consider a fleet of leftover precision notebooks or newer Dell Pro Max, Dell Pro Max Plus, and Dell Pro Max Premium models. The Verge asked Dell for confirmation that the new branding means names of popular lines like XPS will be phased out. Frank Testone, public relations for consumer and gaming at Dell, said, "It will be a journey, but we're taking unnecessary steps to make this as easy as possible for customers on day one, and we know it will only get easier once the transition is fully complete." Yes, I agree. It's nice to have a simple names, but the words Plus, Premium, Pro, and Max are so commonplace today, like it's like being stripped of all meaning. And Dell, a company named after an actual person, is stripping itself of some of its identity. So what do I think about this new strategy from Dell? Well, again, I understand the strategy that they want to make their lineup simplified as much as possible, but still, I don't get the decision why they had to go with Plus, Premium, Pro, and Max. Like, it's so confusing. Like, it's very Apple thing if you ask me. Again, it's very Apple, and it feels like Apple naming scheme too. Now, if we take a look at the comments from what they had to say about this, let's read this. Let's read all of these. So some random Verge commenter said, "I should not have to research to get a computer to tell which one is the fastest. The name change is a long needed improvement." At least Max is attached to the top spec. I agree. I agree. They did get it right. That's one good thing about. Can't wait for them to ruin that with an upcoming Ultra Monkey. Like, bro, is this even possible for them to ruin the naming scheme? I don't know. Well, Anyways, another random user said this naming change is not simpler. What were they thinking? The names are blunt scriptures and Apple ripoff. Exactly, people. Exactly. An Apple ripoff. I can tell, judging with their naming schemes, it's so confusing. Like, bro. At least XPS sounded cool. Reverse course now. This reeks out of touch marketing. I can tell that comment is very satiric. Okay, so let's say that a sales specialist asks what kind of lotto you're using. So let's say, sure, I would like to help you out on the issue further. Which lotto are you using? Is a Dell Pro Max Premium 15 Special Edition, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage, Copilot plus PC 25 version. See, you can tell they can get confused sometimes, especially with the brand new naming scheme. Yeah, it's very confusing. This is terrible. They forgot Ultra. Wait until Copilot plus PC gets apprehended here. Yeah, Apple wins. Sigh. Yeah, see, some people can attest to this, that it's very Apple naming scheme. Since we just saw the comments earlier, it's very Apple thing. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I am going to actually, yeah, very confusing. I mean, hold on. I'm sending a message right now. I have to share this to one of my colleagues right now. Anyways, again, my final take on this. Very confusing, but I understand their way on why they had to make it simple for the lineup this year. But again, I am not a fan of the way how they name it. Like even the Pro and Pro Max. I'm sorry, Dell. I'm sorry. It's confusing. I'm not a fan of it. I'm so sorry. All right, now let's get into the rest of the CES updates from The Verge as of 7:04 p.m. So we now have an expensive TV app, which is Philips Hue, where you can control your smart lights you can control your Philips Hue lights directly through your TV, which will cost you $130. So it's called the Hue Sync TV app, and it was previously exclusive to Samsung, mind you, and now it's coming to LG TVs. So the app will be available on LG TVs with WebOS 24 and newer. It's unclear whether Philips will offer the same $3.99 per month subscription option it has for Samsung users. On the other hand, Philips Hue is getting an AI-powered lighting assistant. So yeah, if you take a look at the screenshots, you can tell this is, I believe, these are the AI-generated colors. Alright, so yeah. Philips Hue users will soon be able to create their own AI-powered lighting scenes, the company announced on Tuesday. Philips Hue's new generative AI lighting assistant lets users create personalized lighting scenes based on occasion, mood, or style. They can do so by typing comments like "Give me a scene for a garden party" into a Hue app, and also by using the voice. The assistant will then either recommend scenes from the existing Philips Hue gallery or create a new one entirely. In addition to creating scenes, the AI assistant can also be used to adjust the settings of existing lights, including brightness, levels, and colors. So that's one major new feature coming to Philips Hue app. Pass on this one. So yeah, another surprising announcement from NVIDIA is this time is that they're bringing the GeForce Now app. I mean, their native one to Steam Deck. So Nvidia plans to release a native GeForce Now app for Steam Deck later this year, according to a blog post. It's already relatively straightforward to get Nvidia's cloud gaming service set up on Steam Deck thanks to a special script from Nvidia, but a native app should be easier to install and will support up to 4K resolution and 60 frames per second with HDR when connected to a TV. Nvidia also plans to bring GeForce Now to some major to some major VR handsets later this month, including the Apple Vision Pro, Meta Quest 3 and 3S, and Pico visual and mixed reality devices. When GeForce Now version 2.0.70 is available, people using those handsets will be available to access an extensive library of games they can stream by visiting play.geforcenow.com in the browser. But wait, there's more! Nvidia has spent the last 2 years showing off its digital ace characters that can have in-game conversations with you using generative AI. But at CES 2025, the company is taking the ace characters a step further by showing how they can be anonymous game characters, including the sometimes consider a teammate to help you get a chicken dinner in PUBG. Nvidia says that ace characters can use AI to perceive, plan, and act like human players per a blog post. Powered by generative AI, ACE will enable living, dynamic game worlds with champions that comprehend and support player goals, and enemies that adapt dynamically to player tactics. The characters are powered by small language models, or SLMs, that are capable of planning at human-like frequencies required for realistic decision-making, as well as multi-modal SLMs for vision and audio that allow AI characters to hear audio cues and perceive their environment. So we're gonna showcase this as well. So give me one moment as we're going to show it on the playout. While I wait for that here. Okay, so I did send it and Mama has his take already. Yeah, they're like Apple. I agree. They're like Apple. I might be wrong in the translation, but Mama already has his take on this. I believe he will be sharing his own take later on Asphere Cafe. Was it made by Apple? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Anyways, here it is. Here's the trailer of PUBG Alive, introduced by Nvidia. So we will showcase it right now and see how it looks like. It might be laggy, so apologies for that one. But anyways, let's roll the trailer, or I should say, the PUBG Alive, which is called playable character. Right, let's watch this.
At Crafton, we are revolutionizing the Battle Royale genre with generative AI. Introducing PUBG Ally, the world's first co-playable character designed to play like a human teammate. Hey Ally, I'm looking for a level 3 vest and 5.56 ammo. Keep your eyes peeled.
Found a level 3 vest and ammo nearby. Pinged it for you. Enemy spotted. I'm covering.
Is there a vehicle nearby?
Found one. I will come to you.
I'm ready to get into the action now. Can you flank them?
On it. Moving left. Wait. I'm knocked out. Crawling to you now.
Just hang on. Whew! I couldn't have done it without you.
I know. I carry for a living.
That was PUBG Ally. Actually, not bad from what I see here. But yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Okay, so now let's move on to the rest here. And that is Asus announcing the world's first Thunderbolt 5 eGPU. Ooh, that looks nice. We will be getting into more of this right now. So here's what it looks like, which we will get into that right now. This bulky black translucent box isn't a gaming PC. Instead, it might be the most powerful single cable portable docking station ever conceived. When you plug your laptop or handheld into the just announced 2025 Asus XG Mobile, it promises to add the power of NVIDIA stuff like GeForce RTX 5090 mobile chip and up to 140 watts of electricity and 2 monitors and a USB and SD card reading hub and 5 gigabits per second internet simultaneously. That's because it's the world's first Thunderbolt 5 external graphics card and one of the first Thunderbolt 5 docks using the new 80 gigabit per second bidirectional link to do more things with a single cable than we have ever seen before. So you can see how it looks like. I'm afraid I cannot zoom in here, but we have a lot of ports to go with. So yeah, we have one Thunderbolt port. You have a USB-C port. You have 2 USB 3 ports. I may be wrong. USB 4. I might be wrong, but you have a lot of ports, and you have display port and the HDMI cable along with the internet. So yeah, that's the ports. That's the ports you get. And if you're keeping score, they're pretty sure it's also the first standards-based portable eGPU with an NVIDIA graphics chip. Tempting. Well, Asus last gen XG Mobile also boosted up to an NVIDIA 4090. You could only tap into that power with a proprietary port found only on a few Asus devices. None of that makes it the most powerful eGPU out there, as they currently have no performance figures from Asus, and you can definitely go further with bigger docks that can fit desktop graphics cards rather than mobile GPUs. But Asus representative Antonio Spence tells them that the Thunderbolt 5 link does give you up to 64 gigabits per second of bandwidth for its NVIDIA graphics, more than USB 4 and high with uplink. And they're wow that Asus managed to fit all of this and a 350 watt power supply, and of course no external brick, into a sub 2.2 pound package with a fold-out kickstand. Asus says it's even 25% lighter and 18% smaller than the previous proprietary model. It's got HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort 2.1 for video output and a pair of 10 gigabits per second USB-A ports, in case you're wondering. So here is the full. I hope it works. There it is. So yeah, you have all the features you get on this external eGPU. So again, the design looks very stunning, and what tempted me for this eGPU is the fastest Ethernet port, which I'm actually interested. So yeah, that got me tempting too. Yeah, that got me tempting. When it arrives later in first quarter, it won't come cheap. Spence says the top tier XG Mobile with an RTX 5090 laptop chip will cost $2,199.99, meaning you could still almost certainly cobble together a more powerful but stationary solution yourself. That said, Asus does plan to sell a lower end $1,199.99 version of with NVIDIA's mobile RTX 5070 Ti. Again, you're paying for a compact power here rather than maximum bang for the buck. While it should work with any Thunderbolt 4 or USB 4 laptop or handheld, including Asus on ROG Ally X, you will likely want the still rare Thunderbolt 5 to get the full GPU bandwidth here. Finding a Thunderbolt 5 computer that doesn't already have a full discrete GPU might be tough, but perhaps some of 2025's thin and light laptops will seize this opportunity to double as potent trouble desktops. So there you go, that's the Asus world's first Thunderbolt 5 eGPU. Overall, it looks very tempting to get, and this is actually going to be good for key content creators and gamers. For me, this is going to be a huge step up for content creators, especially if you're into the video editing or into multimedia solutions, or you're into the broadcast solutions, even the photo editing. Yeah, this is going to be for you. This is actually going to be the potential for content creators to get, and professionals too. This is also going to be the potential product to get. So yeah, again, we don't know the pricing here in the Philippines, but I can suspect it's going to be around 70,000 pesos here, or 80,000 pesos for this one. Again, very nice product we get to see, and yeah, hoping for the best that this is going to be smooth. All right, so that's Asus eGPU. And yeah, there's a lot of Asus products right here, guys. Oh wait, there's even more. We are not stopping here with this one, guys, since Nvidia announced their AI personal AI supercomputer, which is going to cost you $3,000. It's going to be just called Digits. Yes, Digits. We will get into that later, of course. So what else do we have here? MSI's 2025 gaming laptops. Oh, gaming laptops from Alienware. MSI's Titan Dragon Edition. I like the design. Cool. Alienware's new Area 51 laptops have light-up trackpads and fans. And Acer's Predator Helios 18A gaming laptop leans into 4K mini LED. So that is a lot of gaming, guys. That's a lot of gaming laptops to cover. That's a lot of topics to cover, especially with the recently unveiled gaming laptops at CES 2024, which is provided by The Verge. Oh, wait a minute! No way! HP managed to put Google TV inside a gaming monitor. That is something more. We will be covering that as well. That is also coming up on Asphere Cafe. We will be covering that topic as well, which we will get into that later. Oh boy, but how did they manage? The huge question is, how did they manage to put Google TV inside the gaming monitor? Like, how did they manage to do it right? We'll get into that later. I think that's everything for now, which we will get back later. And if we take a look at the new post, do we have more? Oh yeah, we have more here, and that is the air purifier. Other than that, that's the rest. But we will get into another huge topic later right here on Asphere Cafe. So yes, woo, 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 woo. That's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time that we're covering topics of CES right here on the show. This is huge. I mean it. This is huge. Literally, this is huge. It is now 7:18 p.m. As I said before, we will continue with more CES topics, including HP putting Google TV inside their gaming monitor right here on Asphere Cafe. So don't go anywhere, as Asphere Cafe will be right back.
This program was brought to you by TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan, and TVH, the home of entertainment. Tutok na sa TVH, available in high definition via Delsat TV. Bisitahin ang youtube.com/@TVH Network PH para sa inyong paboritong mga highlights at live shows.
Long oras na, hangout na!
Makitawa.
Timbang ni Chito sa weigh-in, laban ni Chito umabot sa 300 kilogram.
Makichismis.
So, anong say mo? Tirik sa Mix Channel. Cheat. Next ga! Sisiti kahit kailan.
At makigulo tuwing gabi kasama ang Hangout with Mamon. Hangout with Mamon. Lunes hanggang Miyerkules, 8 p.m. at 9:30 p.m.
Ito po ang Hangout with Mamon.
Dito lang sa nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. You're listening to Cool FM.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide ba? Are you looking for a place to cool yourself down? Do you wish to find refresher that pops? Then go visit Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor with Soda Pop. Located in the city of Taguig, Soda Pop brings you an alternative to those average milk tea shops that's too expensive. They have a wide variety of flavors including strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, to name a few. They also have 2 sizes to choose from, perfect for every scenario. Whether you can drink and chill at home or bond with your friends, Soda Pop is here to stay. Price starts at 39 pesos SRP, so you don't need to worry about your pockets going empty. So, choose Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Ang
ang numero unong kailangan sa ngayon. Extra strong ka dapat para di ka mawasak ng anumang hamong ibigay sa'yo. Ang hanap ng Red Horse Beer, extra strong na tulad mo. Lakas. Tama. Kayang tumindig at harapin ang mga pagsubok na parating. Panatag ang loob na bukas na namnamin mo ang iyong tagumpay. Lakas ng tama pero di wasak sa hamon ng bukas.
Red Horse Extra Strong, the #1 extra strong beer in the world. Drink responsibly.
Eto na ang dagdag puhunan para sa mga magsasaka, mangingisda at agrarian reform beneficiaries. Hatid ng Land Bank ang AgriSenso Plus. Ang murang pautang na may libreng life insurance at training para sa iyong kabuhayan. Simple, abot kaya, kumpleto at maasahan sa pangangailangang pangkabuhayan. Mag-apply na sa pinakamalapit na Land Bank branch o tumawag sa 0284057000. Land Bank AgriSenso Plus. Kasama mo sa magandang bukas. Your future powered by Land Bank. Land Bank is regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and a member of PDIC and BancNet.
Kahit may edad na kami, masigla pa din.
Tuloy lang sa activities on the go!
Dahil sa healthy lifestyle at tulong ng Artrisin.
Para sa mga active adults, may Artrisin. Ang Artrisin ay undonatured type 2 collagen at MSM. Kasama ng proper diet at exercise, maaaring makatulong ang Artrisin.
Let's go!
Make your move, baby!
Artrisin, get going! Mahalagang paalala, ang Artrisin ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Laging ganado at punong-puno ng pag-asa sa buhay. Di basta-basta nawawalan ng pag-asa dahil laging may kaagapan na kapeng purong-purong herbal. Ito ang kapeng may Panax Ginseng na nagtutulot ng magandang daloy ng dugo sa ating mga ugat upang ang ating katawan ay laging masigla at mailayo sa anumang klaseng karamdaman. Ito ang kapeng purong-purong herbal. Quality ang sarap at sadyang kinahuhumalingan. Mark Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 Coffee Mix. Ang sarap ng natural at para sa tsokolinam na at healthy sa katawan. Hatid sa atin ang Mark Choco Mix 9-in-1 plus 1 chocolate drink with stevia na may halong goto cola that helps improve brain functions, memory enhancer, lalo na sa mga nag-aaral at para makaiwas sa Alzheimer's disease at iba't ibang uri ng dementia. Kung lahat ang pinag-uusapan, Mark Choco Mix 9-in-1 plus 1 chocolate drink with stevia. Chokolinamnam, healthy sa katawan. Sabay-sabay na rin tayong uminom ng kapeng nagtataglay ng vitamin A, C, E at selenium na nakatutulong sa mga may sakit sa puso, cancer at diabetes. Nakatutulong ding makapagbawas ng timbang sa ating katawan. Ang kapeng ito ay naglalaman din ng mangosteen, purple corn, moringa, spirulina, tongkat ali, agaricus blazemoril masher at brown rice extract. Ito siyang nagtataglay ng phytonutrients na nagpapalakas sa ating immune system. Ito ay ang Mark Cafe Brown Rice Coffee Creamy 10-in-1 plus 1 Coffee Mix. Tunay na bigas, tunay na wagas. Mabibili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan, groceries, supermarkets, butika at drugstores dito sa ating lugar.
You're listening to Cool FM.
#1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa.
Brush, 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 3 times a day. Brush, brush, brush to keep cavities away. Brush, 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 3 times a day. Brush with Colgate. Brush, 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 but strong, strong, strong. Brush, 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 but Colgate strong. Brush with Colgate. Brush, 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 but Colgate strong. Brush with Colgate. Sa panahon ngayon, kau ba'y sigurado? Kau ba'y protektado? Ang pamilya ay i-shield mo. Laban sa bakterya, i-shield mo. Laban ng patibay, i-shield mo.
Shield Bath Soap. Patay ang 99.9% of bacteria and virus tested. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association.
Sa sakit protektado, i-shield mo. Pamilya protektado, i-shield mo.
Shield Bath Soap, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
Abante Vista, party list number 35. Number 35, Vista Party List.
Hello mga ka-efficasan! Si Kay Abaday ni. Naabang may mga sakit-sakit ang gipamati sa inyong mga kalawasan? Ihaplos ra na! Gamit ang Efficacent Oil Extra Strength. Kaysa Efficacent Oil Extra Strength, haplos, ayos! Unsa pa inyong gihulat? Palit na sa inyong mga suking tindahan o butika, ug Haplos, ayos. Methyl salicylate plus camphor plus menthol is the generic name of efficacent oil extra strength. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Kamote! Kamote naman. Try mo to. Ang mura naman!
Dito ka na, sa mapapamura ka talaga. Move it. Discarding tapat.
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It is now 3 minutes before 7:30 p.m. and as promised, we will be continuing our CES topics right here on Asphere's Cafe. So, let's continue with HP putting Google TV inside their gaming monitor. This is the first time I have encountered manufacturers putting Google TV, the desktop manufacturers putting Google TV inside their monitors, huh? Alright, so let's continue. So again, this is courtesy of The Verge. HP is jumping into the smart monitor space with the Omen 32X, a gaming monitor that doubles as a streaming device running Google TV. It will ship this April for $749.99, the company announced at CES 2025. The HP Omen 32X smart gaming monitor has a 31.5-inch 4K IPS display with a 144Hz refresh rate, 1 milliseconds response time, 400 nits peak brightness, and display HDR 400 with Dolby Vision. The panel covers 95% of the display P3 and 99% of the sRGB color gamuts, and it has support for G-Sync and FreeSync Premium. For video inputs, it has one DisplayPort 1.4 port and two HDMI 2.1 ports, plus a 65 watts USB-C power delivery port with alt mode support for DisplayPort. It also has two USB 8 2.0 ports for peripherals, 3.5mm headphone jack for audio, plus 4 built-in 3-watt speakers, and even an Ethernet jack. The hardware specs don't jump off the page compared to other gaming monitors in its class, but the Google TV integration sets it apart. You will find it familiar if you have used a Chromecast, Google TV Streamer, or select TVs from Sony, Hisense, and the like. It delivers recommendations based on your watch history, and you can use Google Assistant voice comments to search for specific content within its deep library of apps as it pulls options from all available sources. You can also cast content from supported mobile apps. Most other smart monitors like LG's MyView line and the Samsung L series use their own custom operating systems, and most of them are more focused on productivity than gaming. The Omen 32X also has some unique tricks we haven't seen before, such as native support for streaming and screen to 4 platforms, including Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram, simultaneously with no additional hardware. It can stream up to 2 webcam sources in addition to what's on your screen. You can also mirror your Android-based smartphone to the display and use it in desktop mode within a multi-view window while you're gaming. HP even built in wireless KVM functionality, allowing you to operate everything using the same keyboard and mouse. HP is also updating its mainstream G2 line of monitors for 2025, including the $749.99 Omen 34C G2, a 34-inch WQHD curved ultra-wide display with FreeSync Premium, display HDR 400, and a 4001 contrast ratio. We're also getting new 27-inch 16:9 options in the 1080p Omen 27 G2 for $249.99 in May, the QHD Omen 27Q G2 for $299.99 in April, and the QHD 27QS G2 for $449.99 in June. All will benefit from factory color calibration for the first time, and the Forward 3 will support boosted refresh rates up to 180 Hz. The 27QS G2, however, is distinguished as the only monitor in the G2 lineup with an IPS black display and the first ever with a 280 Hz refresh rate. IPS black displays are set to offer higher contrast ratios 2001 on the 27Q SG2 and better color accuracy than ordinary IPS panels. Again, for the OMID 32X, what a surprise that HP managed to insert the Google TV operating system inside their monitor. So yeah, might be the start of making smart monitors more mainstream, I guess. But yeah, this is a good start. Yeah, this is actually a good start. Alright, so looks like our time is up for TVH Network viewers, since we are going a little 1 minute over time now. So thank you very much to our fellow TVH Network viewers for joining us this morning. If you have just joined us, we do our tech topics as well as gaming topics and pop culture topics as well. So yeah, we will be back again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. right here on TVH Network. Same time, same place right here on TVH, as we will continue our CES coverage on Asphere's Cafe. Until then, my name is Cairo. This has been Asphere's Cafe for TVH. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, TVH. Bye-bye. And we are back. So yes, Cool FM listeners and Cool FM Primetime viewers, we are still around until 8 p.m. as our coffee session continues, as we will continue to cover more of CS topics right here. Alright, so as we continue with our CS coverage on Asphere's Cafe, let's see what else do we have here. I might have missed some, I don't know. Oh, whoops. I think oops, something just dropped. Let me fix that real quick. There it is. All right. I think we have more. We have already covered that too. Eureka's new robot vac, huh? Okay, so well, it looks like Vive has turned down the rumor. So yeah, Valve is working with GPT to bring Steam OS to its handheld. So yeah, they turned down the rumor. We're not currently working with GPT on official Steam OS support. Well, designer Lawrence Young tells The Verge. GPT said it planned to offer Steam OS on its Win4 handheld with system adaptation provided by Yacht. Aliano once claimed to have SteamOS 2. We're expecting Lenovo to announce the first third-party SteamOS handheld this week. So as we take a look at Sony's CES keynote, which mostly focuses on entertainment. So yeah, from what I am seeing here, it looks like Sony is working on bringing PlayStation IPs, Helldivers, and Horizon Zero Dawn to live-action movies, which are being worked on right now. So let's be quick here. During its CES 2025 keynote, PlayStation production head Asad Quilizbash and Screen Gems president Ashley Brooks explained how Sony plans to keep expanding its IP after adaptations of The Last of Us, Gran Turismo, Twisted Metal, and Uncharted. They announced that Sony Pictures is working on a film adaptation of last year's hit Helldivers 2, while Columbia Pictures and PlayStation Productions are in early stages of developing a Horizon Zero Dawn movie. After an attempt at turning it into a Netflix series fell apart, which I don't know what it is. What was it? The HCD movie will, like the game, tell the main character Aloy's origin story in the fallen futuristic world, but that is all of the information we have about that for now. Alright, and of course, this was announced during the CES, as I have said before during Cool News at 6. Yeah, The Last of Us Season 2 will be premiered later this April. So, and yeah, it will be streamed on Max, of course. Alright, what else we have? Whoa! Sony's So now we're moving out of the entertainment space. We're getting into some actual tech stuff here. Oh, is this the first time I'm seeing Sony? Is this the first time I'm seeing Sony developing a VR headset? I know this is not the first time for me since Sony made the PlayStation VR not too long ago. But yeah, they're making another VR headset, and it's a prototype one, which is called Xcene. Or Scene, yeah, there you go. Pronounce Scene, yeah, Scene. Okay. Sony is launching the Scene, an extended reality headset for creating 3D objects for films and animation and games. The device, which Sony first teased at CES last year, will come with 4K OLED displays, video pass-through, and support for third-party design, modeling, and production software. Based on the video shared by Sony, which we will show you right now. Yeah, let's watch this one. So here's the concept video of the Zine, which you can see, and the font kind of reminds me of the PS thing, if you recall. So this is how it works, as you can see. So yeah, this is a 3D object. And then this is the landscape here itself. And this is the set. This is the set itself here. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, look at that. So that's so this is, if you take a look closely, that's the 3D object generated here. Yeah, it's generated here. And if you put on the Zine, this is how it works. This is how it works in actions. You just saw that. You just saw that, guys. You just saw that. So if we take a look one more time, you can drag the 3D object with your hands. Yeah, you can do that. And you can even hold the 3D. Okay, hold up. You can even hold the 3D object from your hands. Yeah, from your hands, guys. You can even hold your 3D object in your hands too. Isn't that nice? So if we go to the rest further, you're in the 3D space. Yes, that is actually something, guys. That is interesting. I'm actually hooked into this new technology. Wow. That's Scene, ladies and gentlemen. That's Scene. Alright, so that's Scene, as we just saw. That is Scene. Alright, so now let's move on to the rest. Wait a minute, have I missed something? Oh, no, okay. Alright, so let's move on to the rest. Ooh, automotive vehicles. And I think that is everything we have for now. And this one, I don't think we have any more to cover. I will just double check just to be sure. Alright, so let's get into the small tech case now. So we actually have more, but we will focus on small tech case right here. So SatTechie's M4 Mac Mini Hub will launch in February for $100. It was first announced in late November. SatTechie has confirmed that its Mac Mini M4 stand and hub will be available in limited quantities starting February 17, 2025 through its online store for $100. A wider release will begin sometime in March, according to an announcement by the company at CES 2025 today. The hub, made from aluminum with a soft-touch silicone coating, is designed to expand the functionality of the Apple Mac Mini M4 with two front-facing USB A 3.2 ports, a USB 2.0 port, and an SD card reader. So let's read more. What is this all about? So the hub connects to the Mac Mini M4 using an integrated USB-C cable that can be stored on the underside when not in use. A recessed area on the top of the hub maintains airflow without obstructing the Mac Mini's fan, while a notch in the back corner makes it easier to reach the computer's underside power button. A removable panel on the bottom of the hub also allows the Mac Mini M4 storage to be expanded by installing an NVMe SD. The hub supports multiple widths and lengths of SSDs with capabilities up to 4 terabytes. For comparison, a 4 terabytes NVMe SSD for Western Digital is $299.99. Upgrading the base version of the Mac Mini M4 from 256 gigabytes to 2 terabytes of storage through Apple adds $800 to the price tag, while upgrading the 12-core version of the Mac Mini from 512 gigabytes to 4 terabytes of storage is an extra $1,200. So yeah, this is good for this small techie will be good for people who needs more functionality, I guess. So this is going to be useful if you get the base model, and if you want more, this is for you. Alright, so that's Satechi's USB hub for M4 Mac Mini. Alright, we're not done yet, guys. Whoa, we are not done yet, guys, because aside from NVIDIA, AMD also announced their new graphic cards lineup is with the Radeon RX 9070 series GPUs with AI-powered FSR for upscaling. So yeah, we are not done yet, people, as we have more to cover right here on Asphere's Cafe. So yeah, we have more to cover regarding the CES topics right here on Asphere's Cafe, especially the AMD that we are going to cover later. Alright, it is now 7:42. Oh yeah, now it's 7:43. So yeah, we will return with the last gap where we will talk about the AMD's new graphics card lineup and other tech topics right here on Asphere's Cafe. So stay along with us. We will be right back.
Something better. Definitely closer. More than just music. Worship is a lifestyle. This January 18, 10 a.m. You're listening to Cool FM.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Nationwide pa.
Welcome to Name That Bug That Bygone Can Kill. Our contestant, Miss Judy Ann Santos.
Hello!
Name as many as you can. Go!
Lamok.
Correct.
Ipis.
Correct.
Yung lumilipad na lang.
Correct.
Yung maraming panasin.
Correct.
Yung nangangain na kahoy natin.
Correct.
Bygone Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer kills 11 types of bugs to ease your worries when it comes to unwanted insects. Bygone, zero tolerance against insects.
Kapos na naman ako. Nangutang pa nga ako sa tindahan para lang sa sibuyas.
Oo, hirap talaga kapusin. Buti na lang, may galawan sa GCash. Yung G-Loan sakto.
Uy, okay daw yun ah. Balita ko pwedeng humiram as low as 100 pesos.
Oo, try mo. Swap ang kapos moments ang G-Loan sakto.
Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. G-Loan Sakto is powered by Fuse Lending Incorporated. GCash is supervised by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Fuse Lending Incorporated is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
E
SEC registration number CS201617622, certificate of authority number 1897.
Kindly review the terms and conditions in the disclosure statement before proceeding with the loan transaction.
Hiling, kayang tuparin. Everyone achieve the way to comfort living. Adesa, installment made easy. Achieve mo na. Adesa, kaya.
Good morning, Miss Grace.
Tell me about yourself.
Hello po. So, graduate po ko sa bungi, major in bungi, magna cum bungi. Ako po ay very bungi worker. And I think I can be a great bungi to this company.
Tulad ka ba ni Grace na mas pansin ang bungi kaysa sa credentials?
Miss Bungi, Grace, sa ngayon wala kaming opening. We'll get back to you na lang, ha?
Kung ikaw rin ay may bungi prob sa job hunting, maaari kang mabigyan ng Polydent ng libreng pustiso sa Oplan Balikngiti program. Go to polydentbalikngiti.com now.
Kasama mo ang himlayang Pilipino, laging handa baunin ang alaala ng iyong mga mahal sa buhay. Ang himlayang Pilipino ay naghahatid ng mga affordable na libingan hanggang sa mas magagarang mga mausoleo para sa mga pribadong pagdidilay. Para sa mga karagdagang impormasyon, maaari kayong tumawag o mag-text sa 0968-896-4850. Pumunta sa himlayangpilipino.org o sa aming Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated, at Instagram, HPI Memorial Park.
Asan ang polo ko? Ma, ready na ang baon ko?
Ang trabaho ng isang nanay ay hindi madali. Halos araw-araw na lang masakit ang braso at likod sa maraming gawain. Kaya, kung meron akong nararamdamang sakit sa katawan, kinagamitan ko kaagad ng Omega Painkiller. Sa kapisong laki, madarama agad ang lamig-init sensation na nakakatulong sa pag-alis ng sakit ng katawan. Omega Painkiller, kasangga sa pagtanggal ng aray.
Bye ma, alis na kami. Methyl salicylate plus camphor plus menthol is the generic name of Omega Painkiller. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Madalas mapasok kapag niluluto para sa pamilya? Basta may paso o burn, United Home Burn Ointment agad.
Unilab yan.
Benzocaine, boric acid, and eucalyptus is the generic name of United Home Burn. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Para di madaling masira ang ngipin ng pamilya, ngayon pa lang,
Unique toothpaste for brushing every after kumain.
Dahil ang Unique toothpaste, may Max Protect formula.
Ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa.
Helps stop cavities even before they start, while keeping breath fresh with regular use.
Unique toothpaste for brushing, para siguraduhin ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa. Unique
Max Alaga, Max Protektado with Unique toothpaste maximum fluoride protection. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS. Kahit always blooming bango sa Surf and Go.
New Surf Fountain Fresh and Bloom. May 3 times amoy pawis shield. Kaya,
kahit always blooming bango sa Surf and Go.
Based on lactase and select fabric versus detergent powder only. Surf.
Alright, welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It's now 7:49 p.m., 11 minutes before Hangout with Mamon. Okay, so, as promised, we are not done with CES topics because we have a lot of exciting topics to talk about right here, especially with AMD's recent graphic cards lineup. You heard it right. So let's begin with this one. AMD is previewing its next generation of GPUs at CES today based on its latest RDNA 4 architecture that includes AI-powered Fidelity FX Super Resolution 4 or FSR4 upscaling. The Radeon RX 9070 XT and Radeon RX 9070 will both be available in first quarter from a variety of video card manufacturers, but AMD isn't detailing specifications, pricing, or exact release dates just yet. The announcement is light on considered information. AMD says it has built its architecture from the ground up, and that the GPUs built on RDNA 4 will include a significant boost in AI. AMD has optimized the compute units in RDNA 4, improved its ray tracing engine and performance, and upgraded its media encoding quality. Built on the 4nm process, the RX 9070 XT and RX 9070 cards will include AMD's second generation AI accelerators, third generation ray tracing accelerators, and second generation Radiance display engine. So you can see the keynote image here. So yeah, as I have already said it here, but yeah, it claims to have improved compute units, supercharged AI compute, improved ray tracing for CPU, and better media encoding quality. This DNA4 architecture will also enable AMD to launch FSR4 with these 9000 series GPUs. FSR4 is a machine learning powered update to AMD's upscaling and frame generation technology that's been developed specifically for RDNA4 and its dedicated AI accelerator hardware. That means you will only be able to get FSR4 with the Radeon RX 9070 series graphics card right now, and it will be supported in games with FSR 3.1 already integrated. Matt Booty, president of Game Content and Studios at Microsoft, appeared on stage at AMD's CES keynote earlier today to confirm FSR4 will be available in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 later this year. AMD hasn't hinted at how FSR4 will compare to NVIDIA's DLSS technology or what type of performance uplift or image quality improvements we should expect to see this with this next generation of FSR. It's also not clear exactly what performance the RX 9070 series of GPUs will deliver against the competition, but in the branding slide for RDNA4, AMD appears to guess the 9070 series will offer similar performance to the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Ti and RTX 4070 Super. NVIDIA is expected to announce its RTX 50 series GPUs later today, which we have already covered that at the beginning of the Asphere Cafe. AMD is also adding new AI-powered features to its Adrenaline software. These include the ability to generate images with AI models, summarize local documents, and ask an AMD chatbot questions about graphics settings and more. If you're wondering why AMD has jumped from the Radeon 7000 series straight to 9000 series GPUs, the company says it will use the 8000 series branding for RDNA 3.5 mobile GPUs. AMD is only previewing the FSR4 XCS and promises to provide more details on the upscaling technology and its latest RDNA4 GPUs ahead of the first quarter launch. So the GPUs look great from varying from different manufacturers, but they did not share the performance chart like they did with NVIDIA, so I cannot tell if this is going to be a huge improvement. So I have no comment on this one. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how it competes between the NVIDIA and AMD. So yeah, let's take a look what people are saying about this one here. The last line of the So Dark Galot said the last line of the press release should read, "Poor people can just suck it. AMD and NVIDIA don't care about budget gamers anymore. AMD and Intel are still only focusing on high-end AI chips." And some random commenter pointed out the disclaimer in the AMD slides only states the upgrade function of FSR 3.1 gains to FSR4 requires 9070 series GPU, not that FSR4 overall requires one. Still not really clear either way, but surely if FSR4 was RDNA4, only they would have said FSR4 requires a 9070 series GPU, not the upgrade function of existing games. I think they're saying existing games with FSR 3.1 requires a 9070 series GPU. Excuse me. Trackster said it's really going to come down to price. Maybe we will get some. Sorry about that. Maybe we will get something that's semi-realistic instead of NVIDIA's astronomical prices schemes. And they said yes. Yeah, exactly. Radeon seemed to sell decently, but only months later when AMD realizes the initial MSRP was too high and starts discounting them, which I think it's kind of common nowadays. I wish their marketing team would just bite the bullet and set a reasonable MSRP from the start so it will steal some thunder from NVIDIA launches and get more sales overall so they can build some market share from the start. And of course, I bet AMD is still doing AI. Oh yeah, so Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think others are pointing out. Sorry, before we continue, others are pointing out that there is what? There others are pointing out that there is no audio. Oh, okay, never mind. So it was just a glitch. Okay, all right. Let's continue. We have last 4 minutes before the next program on Cool FM. All right, so now so now we're done with CES coverage for our day. We will continue tomorrow. Let's get into the smartphone news. So the Galaxy S25 officially launches on January 22, which is the first Galaxy Unpacked event for this year. After plenty of leaks and rumors, we're officially entering Samsung's lead up to the Galaxy S25 launch date, as the company has confirmed an event on January 22 and it's opening reservations where customers can get a $50 credit, again that is US only, and more. As expected, Samsung has confirmed that the Galaxy S25 will launch at an Unpacked event on January 22, 2025. The event will take place at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is in fact 2 a.m. here in the Philippines, out of San Jose, California, and will once again focus on AI alongside the new hardware updates. So this is what Samsung captioned: "Get ready for AI that is more natural and intuitive. The next evolution of Galaxy AI is coming and is going to change the way you interact with the world every day." The new Galaxy S series is about to set the bar once again for mobile AI experiences and into the future. The event will be live streamed via Samsung's website, newsroom, and YouTube channel starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pre-orders for the Galaxy S25 are expected to start immediately after the event, with Samsung offering customers boosted trade-ins and other credits when they reserve early. As for the actual Galaxy S25 release date, Samsung is rumored to be shipping devices and offering them in stores by February 7. That is in fact next month. And now, let's get into Gemini. Ahead of CES 2025, Google announced that Gemini is coming to Google TV. In bringing Gemini models to this new form factor, Google wants to make interacting with your TV more intuitive and helpful. This joins Gemini on phones, tablets, and headphones, while they reported today that Gemini is also coming to Wear OS smartwatches. The AI madness isn't stopping anytime soon, guys. Specifically, Google says this will make searching through your media easier than ever, and you'll be able to ask questions about travel, health, space, history, and more. Research to your inquiries like what are the best places to visit in Asia for a vacation in the summer can include YouTube videos. Notably, you'll still be interacting with Google Assistant on TVs. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks like. And that's how Gemini will provide more contacts. So yeah, this is how it works. This is very like the Gemini powered assistant upgrade that's currently being tested on the Nest Mini and Audio. And blah blah blah, there's more here. So Google is only providing a preview of what the Gemini Pros can do for television today, with a rollout beginning later this year on select Google TV devices. TCL and Hisense were named as partners today. No mention of Google TV Streamer and Chromecast with Google TV models. And finally, speaking of Gemini, Honor revealed that the Magic 7 Pro and Magic 7 RS are Porsche-designed smartphones in markets outside China will feature the Gemini app pre-installed. The duo is beginning its global rollout next week. Both the Magic 7 Pro and Magic 7 RS are already available in China, however, due to Google not functioning there, its services including Gemini are unavailable. There's also the fact that other international Honor models come with pre-installed Google Assistant, which is already prompting users to install Gemini. Honor is leveraging Gemini models and Imagen 3, Google's text-to-image technology to provide a suite of features such as Honor AI Notes, AI for Expansion, AI Style, and AI Translation. That's the tech news we have right here on Asphere Coffee. What a journey, guys. What a journey to, cover a lot of CES topics. So, yeah. What a coverage right here on Asphere Cafe for this evening. We're not done yet, guys. As we will continue with our CES 2025 coverage on Asphere Cafe tomorrow. So don't miss out, as we will keep sharing the latest tech news from CES 2025 from reliable tech sources like The Verge and more tomorrow at the same time slot, 6:30 p.m. until 8 right here. And with that, that brings us to the end of Asphere's Coffee. Thank you very much for joining our coffee this evening. We will be back again tomorrow with our continued CES coverage right here on Asphere's Coffee. Until tomorrow, my name is Cairo, and filling in for Dream Car Karaoke. The cafe is now closed. We will see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. And coming up next on Cool FM is Hangout with Momon. Good night.